Hello, this is Grandmaster Ted Gambella with the fifth skill set you need to know to become a great MMA fighter. And that's how to do conditioning for a real fight. One of the most important things you have to know to become a great MMA fighter is how to get in condition for a 3-round or a 5-round, 5-minute per round fight. It's quite a different thing to be in condition for a school fight or a dojo fight than it is to be in condition for a fight in the cage. The conditioning is different. The training is different. And many fighters never achieve their full potential as a fighter because they don't know how to condition for a real fight. There are 3 basic components in the conditioning for a real MMA fight: endurance, power, and speed. If you don't have all 3 and don't condition yourself to do all 3, you won't be able to make it to the top. Now let's look at each one individually. The first thing you need to know is how to be in condition for the fight is to have endurance. So that means you're able to go 15 to 25 minutes with intense action. Running is a key component to building your conditioning. And there are 3 basic types of running you should use daily in your conditioning. Long distance running, you should run at least 3 to 5 miles a day, or 30 minutes or an hour of endurance running every day. Running on the streets or on a track, or practicing your punching, or at least keeping running and keeping your hands up when you run. You should make your pace swift but not fast. You are building your endurance for the fight in which you intend to go the distance and won't tire out at the end of the fight due to fatigue. So endurance running is number 1. The second type of running you need to know how to do is sprinting or aerobic running. You should be able to do anaerobic running, 10 to 30, 100-yard dashes or 50-yard dashes, going full out and pushing yourself on each sprint. A great way to practice your sprints is on a track or on a basketball court where you sprint around the curves and jab on the straight lines. And this will build up your anaerobic conditioning and allow you short bursts of high energy fighting ability during the fights, where you can go 30 seconds without losing your wind or punching yourself out. And the third type of run you need to have is endurance or stair running, where this is where you run 10 to 20 stadiums, or you run the staircases 30 times. This builds up your aerobic conditioning and it builds up your legs. One of the first things you lose in a fight is your legs. The ability to be able to move and to kick because your legs are fatigued due to your lack of conditioning. Running the stairs or in the stadiums is a great way to build up your stamina, to build up your legs. Weight training is also very important. The stronger you are, the better you are. I know it's true that with power, a technique can beat a bigger man every time it's bigger and stronger. And I've done that many times. But like the old gangster saying, you can get a lot more with a smile and a gun than just a smile. You can beat a lot more people with proper techniques and muscles than you can with just muscles. You should lift weight 3 times a week or more, but only lift heavy 1 day a week. If you're conditioning for a fight, your weight training is very light with lots of reps and pushing for every last rep. If you're conditioning for strength, for a long time before the fight, your weight training should be very heavy for 3 to 4 days and light to moderate the other days. You're bulking up your muscles during this type of weight training. When you lift before the fight, you're just keeping them loose and you're keeping them conditioned and toned. Now there is a big fad out there, there's kettlebells and tire rolling and stuff, and that simply is not necessary. You can get the same results with dumbbells and free weights. You don't need to go out and buy kettlebells or a 500-pound tire to get some great weight training done. But if you have some at your club, they're very nice to use and they will supplement your weight training, but they do not replace free weight training. You should also do body conditioning like calisthenics, such as bear walks, duck walk, jiu-jitsu push-ups, handstands, sprawls, drop steps, jump squats. I have an excellent book and even an iPod on combat conditioning coming out that will train you in all the conditioning that you need to know for an MMA fight. There are tons of free sites on the internet that will show you great conditioning programs for you to use before you have an MMA fight. You can buy great books from past UFC champions, from boxing champions, from Olympic champions. There is no reason you can't be in great condition for your next fight. All it takes is time and determination, and when you are in better condition than your opponent, you will always have an advantage in any MMA fight. This is Grandmaster Gambella. I'll see you next time.